This is to introduce some music from my country, Martinique, and this is called Sinelo by Malavoi. And Malavoi is one of the traditional, modern traditional bands from Martinique, very big in the 80s and 90s. So I actually grew up with them, and they make beautiful sound, and they're absolutely fantastic on stage. And the guy who used to lead vocally, Ralph Tamar, is one hell of a looker when he was, in his 40s and 30s. And this guy and his band just put on a show because they had such a beautiful assortment of violins, of drums and congas, and they have so much to offer when it comes to movement. They used to do salsas and traditional begins and mazurkas, and Creole mazurkas is what it is. It's a shame that not many people understand that French West Indian music is not necessarily made of drums only, or even though it might be based around drums, and it might contain a lot of interpretations from Western European or Eastern European dances or musics with added drum sequences and etc. There are so many beautiful pieces with violins and with a lot of strings and pianos and based around violin music, such as what Malavoi used to do for begins and modern Creole mazurkas, with their beautiful melodies and their Latin American versions of El Carretero, for instance, pieces, classic salsa pieces or merengue pieces with added violins. This is due to, in great part, the history of Martinique as a center point to all French West Indies, culturally and aesthetically. Saint-Pierre, before the eruption of the volcano in 1802, was the capital of the French West Indies, culturally speaking. So all the beautiful slaves went and were shipped there, and the strongest slave was shipped there, and the violins and the pianos and the expensive instruments were shipped there. So all the theaters and the concerts were in Saint-Pierre. At that point you had quite an influence, and even after that explosion, that eruption of Mount Pele, you had still this residue. Really, what Malavoi were assuming was that there was this heritage that needed to be recognized, and that was done with all their material and their music. Their repertoire often had violins. They had quite a few enjoyable melodies and takes on classics from all over the Caribbean and Latin America.
Sinelo, 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 puchu fesa.